Hello everybody, it's Joe here and welcome back to another episode of Train Sim World 4. Today we're going to be having a look at the recently released Goblin Line, Gospel Oak to Barking Line, also now known as the Suffragette Line, as a fantastic publicity stunt by TfL. Doesn't help anyone, doesn't change anything, but it makes people feel like TfL care. So there we go, we are on this line today, starting at Gospel Oak. We're going to be driving through to Barking Riverside. I'm just going to get this train set up. There we go, we'll just pop that in. Not neutral, but secure. And we need to, there we go, unlock the doors. It's got the same sort of beeper on it that the CAF units up north have, the northern 195s, 331s. You'll be able to hear that. The sounds are actually pretty good on this thing, you know. Dovetail have never been particularly renowned for their sounds, but you know what, it does sound pretty good. Right, let's just get the headlights on. There we go, day headlights. There we go. You've got to admit, looking at this, it looks absolutely stunning. I must also point out at this point, I haven't received a free key for this, and I'm not lying, I am genuinely impressed. I've had to part with £24.99 of my hard-earned pennies for this route, which is that's the amount it costs, that's why I've had to pay that. So there we go, that's what you would also have to pay if you want this add-on. It comes with a variety of things, the 710, as you can see there, the Bombardier Aventra in the fantastic London Overground livery. I do quite like this livery. I think it doesn't look good on the 378s. This particular livery, I preferred the old livery, but it really does suit the Aventras. You can tell it was designed around the Aventras. And I like the fact, despite it doesn't have a yellow front, the orange front sort of looks like it might be a yellow front, you know what I mean? Right, okay, right, we need to go. Why have I just unlocked the right doors? I never locked the right doors. There we go. Right, lock them. Does this service have a guard on? Does it shut themselves? I don't know. Right, into forward. And away we go. Just any time. Well, hey, there we go. We've got the fantastic traction motor sound there from that really high-pitched thing as well. Weirdly sounds like a 319. That was one observation I had. I'm like, why am I hearing a 319 here? Oh, hang on, there we go. Right, bit of braking. I have to admit, out of all the routes that I have played with Train Sim World, this one does look the most alive. I mean, it's still got that Train Sim World thing. If you look into the distance, you'll see the trees popping as we get closer to them. I mean, you don't even have to look in the distance. Those ones on the right there are popping as we speak. But you know, that's just a Train Sim World thing. That's never going to change, I'm afraid. It doesn't appear that that's ever going to change. But yeah, we're hopefully you'll be able to see past that and see just the amount of detail next to the route. It's absolutely gorgeous. Another 710 Aventra there going past. What's happening? Turn on the to receive additional points. Oh yes, I've forgotten to do that. Right, there we go.
TPWS and AWS operational.
That shouldn't really be happening on the move, should it? But there we go. I mean, just look, when you bang it in full power, look how fast this thing is. It really does shift. Hang on, I better be careful because it's 40 mile an hour here. These do have a top speed of 75 miles per hour, which I do find a bit odd. I'm not going to lie to you. You know, there's Aventras for the West Coast Main Line coming with speeds of 90 and 110 miles an hour as a top speed, so clearly this thing can do, or can go faster than that. Oh, we need to get ready for Holloway. Holloway Road. No, Upper Holloway, sorry. Holloway Road is somewhere different. Right, let's have a bit of braking so that we stop at the station. The brakes are also really good on this thing. I mean, I don't know this route, so apologies for the fact that my driving will probably be quite atrocious on it. The braking will be all over the place, because again, I don't really know my braking points. I did have this for, well, I do have this for Train Sim Classic. It came with the Class 172, didn't it, with the gears? I played it once, I think. I don't know if I did. Did I do a YouTube video on that years and years ago? I can't remember. You'll have to really search to find that. I mean, look at that. This station is gorgeous. I love it. Bit of step 2 braking just to make sure we stop correctly. It sounds like, I tell you what it sounds like. It sounds like those London Underground There we go, doors are unlocked. Oh, there's probably also... Oh, hang on, there's an S-car stop thing. Why am I... Hang on, I'm on the bridge. Don't want to be on the bridge. There we go, so I should have stopped there. That's not actually a bad stop, is it, to be honest with you? There, it'll do. It'll do. We're running late, good lord. Right. This will be after my absolutely garbage braking. Right, off we go. Full steam ahead. The brakes take an age to release, don't they? Right, full steam ahead. Let's go, go, go. Yeah, I just find it a bit odd that these are top speed 75. You'd think that all the Aventras, like the Electrostars, would be like 100 miles an hour, no matter what line they're going on, so that if at any point in the future they wish to transfer these onto, I don't know, say there wasn't enough cross-city units, the Gospel up to Barking Line got some new units, then they might want to transfer these up north, but then these can only do 75, the others can do 90, you know, it just, you'd imagine that they'd keep them all the same, wouldn't you? Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm... Oh, look, the 30 sign's falling over. I love it. The 30 sign's collapsed, everybody. Oh, dear. So, yeah, anyway, a bit more about this line. Because, again, I'm not from London. You can probably tell that from the accent. But, oh, hang on. Yeah, no accelerating. It says, an Aventra adventure awaits in Train Sim World 4. Discover the dense northeast London boroughs aboard modern attraction, and you don't get much more modern than this. Traversing a newly electrified and extended line for the future Riverside service, become something of a London overground driver yourself and conquer the pumpkin orange passenger duties, I like that, of the Suffragette Line, Gospel Oak to Barking Riverside. So, I always knew it as the Gospel Oak to Barking Line. Is there an extension then, from what that says, to Barking Riverside, or have they just renamed the station? I mean, we could actually, while we're here at Crouch Hill, when we stop, there we go. That'll do. That will do. Right, stop, stop, stop. Let's press 9 and have a look at the map. So, we're starting in the west here, obviously. We're going, you can see it crosses with many a main line. You've probably got the, I'm going to say that's the West Coast main line. Maybe. And possibly the East Coast main line. Possibly. I don't know. I don't really know this area. But, oh wow, there's quite a lot going on here. And there's actually services running away from us, so it is a full timetabled service, isn't it? That's brilliant. No, unlike Train Sim Classic, it doesn't actually display the station names, does it? So, so I've got absolutely no idea. But we're heading over here. What's this here? That's a big station, isn't it? Oh. There'll be people shouting at me in the comments now. Joe, that's clearly... Oh, hang on, what's happening? Do we have a guard on this service then? Have we established we have a guard? Why do the doors keep closing automatically? That's very strange. Yeah, I thought that London Overground services were driver only operated. We are slipping. We're slipping. I'll hold the sanding button. There we go. We'll ease off a bit. Like any good train driver, I have my coffee next to me, keeping me going. Honestly, the railway runs on caffeine, everybody. Oh, we've got points for using the horn. Ah, yes, I've forgotten about Train Sim World. Points for the horn, everybody. 30 miles an hour, yes, I can see. I can see on Train Sim Classic why I never really got into this particular route. I'm hoping that they'll bring the Aventra out for Train Sim Classic. I can't see that I would use it an awful lot in terms of actual driving. Obviously I'd cover it in a video for you guys, but it's not a unit that I would use an awful lot in Train Sim Classic if it was the 710 London Overground spec. Now if it was the West Midlands 730, obviously this is a 710, if it was the West Midlands 730 I could see that getting used an awful lot as a player train and an AI train. But this would be really good as an AI train for when you're on your West Coast Main Line services. When you're driving West Coast Main Line south, it'd look brilliant alongside the 378, wouldn't it? Really, really good. I mean, I've never been on one of these. I know that they came out in 2019. They did, didn't they? 2019, these things. And I've never been on one. I've been on one of the Crossrail ones a couple of times. But I've never been on a London Overground one. I ought to make a point, hadn't I, of actually going down to London and trying some of this new traction. That'll do. I do think that some of the braking's a little bit jerky. I think it could be a bit smoother, couldn't it? Are they as jerky as that in real life? I don't know. But yeah, here we are. I need to remember to get a screenshot, because this is, I mean, it's a screenshotable train, isn't it, that? I don't think we'll get up to any sort of speed, though, will we? So it says that this line is 150 years in the making. Good lord, that's quite a while. The Gospel Oak to Barking Line was a happenstance constructed through the means of multiple companies building adjacent lines. As links, junctions and various termini were built and changed, the meandering route through no less than 7 of the North and East London's boroughs took shape as a vital strategic railway, albeit not a well looked after one. That's a shame. The doors aren't locking themselves now. I need to lock them. Maybe the guard gets off here. No, I'm still adamant that there's no guard on these services. Right, off we go. South Tottenham, next stop. Do we get any sort of speed increase? No, it's 30 the whole way. 30 and downhill. So we're going to be clicking the brake on and off. I'll take that dot out in the middle of the screen. That's very irritating, isn't it? Right, let's see. That's all right, but it's got a shadow at the front. I didn't want that. Oh well, we'll have it anyway. It might change later on. Oh no, it goes down to 20 in the future. Ah, but back up to 40. Lovely. See, look at this, the little bit of grass in the tracks. You know, it's just nice, isn't it? It's lovely. I always base a route how I feel like this could be. You know, is this a realistic feeling route? Yeah, the answer is yes, it is. I could be there right now. You know, looking at all these things, the platform detail, the clutter, everything is really, really good. And you know what? The train is also half decent. I know that, I mean, I'm assuming that it's Dovetail that have come out with this. Dovetail do have a history of making absolutely stunning routes. And the traction as well, stunning traction. But when it comes to the actual driving of the train, it is somewhat garbage. But this is all right. I think that the brakes are a little bit too sharp. I think perhaps it accelerates a little bit quick. But you know what? They sound decent. Everything else is pretty good. Oh wow, 66. Give him a wave. He probably won't wave to us. Hardened freight driver, but I'm not waving to the poxy little shuttle driver. Shuttle service. They do sort of remind me a bit like trams, these things. They do look tram-like, don't they? Let's have a bit of braking for the 20. Let the hill do the rest. There we go. Look at that. 20 over the junction. I see the way it is. Going into South Tottenham. Nice smooth stop, I think. Might need a bit of stage. Step 2. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Right, everybody on. Those doors sound absolutely spot on. If we just nip round here. They are actually the same type of doors, aren't they? Because you can see if you look at the doodads between the middle, one of them's higher than the other. That's literally the same type of door, isn't it, as Northern's? Is it? I don't know. The buttons work. Oh, the buttons work. The buttons work. Oh, that is so cool. Little things, isn't it? Oh, it flashes. Oh, that is brilliant. We've got. Oh, lovely, lovely. Right, are we going? Are we ready to go? Get them doors shut. Right, full steam ahead. Off we go. Those brakes do take forever to release, don't they? It's that noise, isn't it? That. I do all my own sound effects. It's the same. Do you know what? Oh, we're going left. I thought we were going straight on. Did we get a signal with a feather on? I wasn't paying attention. I wonder where straight on goes then. Go on. Some of you people will be very knowledgeable of this area. Where does it go if we go to the right or straight on? Maybe this is the main line. That's why we didn't get a feather. Look at this. Bit of speed. Now we might be able to get a... oh, lovely. Bit of a... oh. There we go. Let's get this back. Now, when we get to the signal, I'm going to start braking for the 20. That's the plan. Where are we going next? Black Horse Road. Let's have another bit of braking there to actually get down to the 20. Oh, we might need step 3. That's not good. So much 20. Good lord. This is one of them. Why is it 20, I wonder? Is it just a bridge here, maybe? Yeah, it's probably this bridge. You go over the river. It might fall down. If I get up... oh, hang on. That was what I was going to say. I didn't think that the beep, 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 beep was working. It's probably because it usually works after a certain amount of time, and we've been razzing that handle up and down that much that it hasn't had enough time to build the 2-minute thing. Or 30 seconds. I can't remember how long it is. Racing along Black Horse Road, 45 miles an hour. I mean, these can do 75. At any point do we get to 75 on this route? I don't know. I don't know. Whoops. Knocking things off my desk now, good lord. In the excitement of Black Horse Road. Really do need to get that squeaky chair sorted, I know. Right, we are actually late now. Why are we late? We've driven literally perfectly to the timetable. Should we come in and sort of bob the brakes on a lot quicker? I have no idea. There we go. Right, doors are open. Oh no, we should have left 20 seconds ago. We're not going to get the points, are we? And points do make prizes on this. They quite literally do, don't they? Is this one of the lines? This is one of the lines that used to have 150/1s on, isn't it? You just can't imagine 150/1s running around London. It's something I find sort of difficult. They were Silverlink, weren't they? Right, off we go. Full steam ahead. 45 mile an hour. Walthamstow Queens Road, which is obviously named Walthamstow Central on the Victoria Line. Apparently this was once earmarked for closure and allowed to be run down into disarray. I hope we're not blaming Silverlink for that. Silverlink. Terrible, terrible. Transport for London took the line under their wing alongside other routes in 2007 when London Overground was launched to transform them into lines fit for the future. Oh, another 66, quite a lot of freight down here. State of the art throughout, the line from Gospel Oak is now electrified. Hooray! High density passenger route, making use of the brand new 710 Aventra whilst also leaving space for freight as part of the national rail network, which is nice. It's good to have the freight because they'll be able to use these lines to sort of get the freight around London, won't they, if it's going across London. It saves it having to all go through the Thameslink network through the middle, which obviously is a no-go because it's just full of 700s. There's 700s everywhere. You see, we're 30 seconds late again. I don't know what I could have done differently. There we go. Right, doors are open. Having spent years with an avid community following, the route became affectionately known as the Goblin Line, a portmanteau of Gospel Oak Barking Line. Yeah. But as February 2024, with TfL's renaming of all London Overground routes, it's now officially known as the Suffragette Line, which I just think confuses people. I mean, I don't know. It just seems... it's not that I'm against women as a principle. You know? It's... I don't dislike anyone based on any sort of factor. It's a difficult one, isn't it? Because if I say I don't like the renaming of all these lines, then oh, what an awful person he is, what an awful person. I just think it doesn't make anything better, does it? It doesn't fix anything. It's just the typical sort of thing. Oh yes, we're very modern at Transport for London. I think your regular passenger's not bothered. You know, the commuter that goes from South Tottenham to Leighton Midland Road is not bothered what the line's called. They're just, well, I'd just like my train to turn up and possibly be able to get a seat. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? A couple of extra carriages. And I think it's... great. It's got a new name. Fantastic. Excellent. But it doesn't improve the service, does it? It doesn't. It just... That's just me. That's just me. I'm sure that I'll be shouted down as you chauvinistic, awful individual. This is not the case. It's not the case at all. It just, in terms of actually running a railway, it doesn't sort of change anything, does it? So it'll always be the Goblin Line, because I think Goblin's a funny name. So it will always be the Goblin Line in my eyes. Just because I always think of the goblins at Gringotts from Harry Potter, and I just imagine them driving these trains up and down. It's just my head is a wonderful place to be, and that is sort of the image I've got for this line. Little Gringotts wizards whizzing up and down in 710s. Here we go, Leighton Midland Road. Stop. Way, there we go. As if there's anyone still watching, you might have all tuned out now. it's one of them. You come to this channel for my opinion, and there we go. Do we actually... Oh, right, so that might be a thing that we have to do. The defib, we'll have to close those, because you usually do get your little tasks, don't you, on Train Sim World. So obviously the defib, do we... No? I thought we might have to empty the bin. Oh. Let's see how it sounds from the outside. There we go. Right, we'll put it in there we go. It doesn't actually look that fast from the outside. Maybe it's just the cab view and how the head sort of wobbles when you set off. It is a stunning unit, isn't it? I have to admit, I didn't care for this Aventra when it first came out. This design at the front, I thought it was hideously ugly. I mean, I still don't think it's the best looking train on the network, but I don't mind it so much now. I think, you know, Bombardier have come out with some brilliant designs, and I know that it's obviously Alstom now, isn't it? The Alstom Aventra. But, you know, again, to me it'll always be the Bombardier Aventra, because it's, you know, it's Bombardier, fantastic. But yeah, you know, the 377, really good looking train. In fact, all the Electrostar family are good looking trains. You know, the Voyager, the Turbo Star, alright, that was Abtrans, does that count? But you know, the really, well, I suppose the 377 was Abtrans when you look at it. But some really, really stunning designs from Bombardier. And then I just think this is a little bit ugly. I think they could have done a lot more with it. But, you know, again, personal opinions, aren't they, you know? But I don't mind it so much. I think the West Midlands ones look really, really cool. You know, and they're obviously they've got the gangways on the front. They don't have the sloped front end, do they? I just think they look really, really cool. These London ones, and the same for the what's the other line? Go on, remind me. Crossrail. The Elizabeth line. Yeah, I'm not keen on that design either. It's very similar, isn't it, to these ones? But yeah, it's growing on me slowly. Perhaps in 15 years' time, I'll think it's the most beautiful piece of design that's ever graced our railways. I don't know. Well, never say never. Come on, off we go. Whee, there we go. Right, full speed ahead. Full steam ahead. And yeah, the final paragraph of the description, which I will get read to you before the end of this, is in Train Sim World 4, take on the role of London Overground driver and get stuck in driving the 4 trains an hour service on the newly titled Suffragette Line. Weave through the London... Whoa, I'm speeding. This is why one should concentrate on driving trains and not reading text at the side of you. There we go. Right. Weave through the London boroughs, serving the dozen original stations, as well as a 2.8 mile extension to Barking Riverside, which opened in 2022. There you go. So, that answers my question. There is an extension through to Barking Riverside. Lovely. With timetable layers and free roam, explore the route with heavy freight trains, steam specials, and more. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, well, there we go. That's good. It's got an extension. 4 trains an hour. That's a decent frequency, isn't it? Every 15 minutes. Right, there we go. Let's have a bit of braking. We're going to have to really up my game. I don't want to have like a station overrun, go flying through a station, but at the same time, we're not keeping to time, are we? I mean, to be fair, one step apart, we seem to be arriving here making decent timing. Oh, bit of step 3. Don't know where this staging's coming from that I keep rattling on about. There we go, right. Oi, that is much better, and we're back on time. Look at that. Fantastic. Right, have we got a... oh, there we go. That might be quite a nice screenshot, mightn't it? At the station. Lovely. Bit of a... splendid. Lovely. Right, back in we go. Wait until 13:05 and 20 seconds. Lovely. Off we go. Off we pop. I don't know why this is sort of a thing now. We bob it in notch 6, let it get to 5, and then bang it up to 10 mile an hour. There's probably a better way of driving. There's probably a way they're taught to drive here. I think that this isn't notched, is it, this power handle? The brakes are notched, but this is sort of a percentage thing. But obviously on Train Sim World you always get the little notch in the corner there, don't you? There, that's the one. Oh, we didn't get the points for using the wipers. There we go, we've used the wipers. The wipers are absolutely awful on this thing. Look at that massive arm when it goes across and how much it obstructs your view. Look at that, that's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, hang on, bit of braking. We'll have to brake for the 30 zone around the corner. Well, we'll have to brake for the station to tell you the truth. But we'll, there we go, we'll bob it in. Step 1. There we go, lovely. 30 mile an hour, excellent. Just cruising down into the station. Wood Grange Park. Never heard of it. I'm struggling. I know we're in North London because, you know, this line is a North London line. So I know we're in North London. Geographically, I don't really know where we are now. You know, if you said, is the East Coast Main Line in front of you or behind you, I don't think I'd be able to tell you, to be honest with you. I'm assuming it's in front of us. In fact, it might even be that bridge going over the top. That does look quite railway-esque, doesn't it? There we go, right. Lovely. Although I think I've just seen a car go over. Shall we go and investigate? Is this the East Coast Main Line? No, it isn't. It is just a normal road. Just a road. Okay, fair dues. Let's just nip through here. Ah, that is good looking, isn't it? Do you know what? Maybe I do like this train a bit more than I thought I did. Just like that. It's. Ugh. Prefer a flat front on a multiple unit. God, we've got a right load of standing time here, haven't we? Do the doors close on their own then? Maybe that's what it is. The doors just close on their own.
Vehicles parked at unauthorised points may be clamped
after a certain amount of time. I don't know. Well, that must be a bug because I've not shut them. Maybe they close on their own after a certain amount of time. But I've not actually clicked lock doors. Oh, doesn't that sound good? Doesn't it sound good? I like it. I like it a lot. That's really good. I guess when you think, like, this is such an improvement, isn't it, over the, if you think back to 20 years ago when this was run by Silverlink with 150/1s, yeah, you really kind of can appreciate, wow, what an upgrade this is. You just straight up to 45 mile an hour with 4-car units, high capacity seating on board. Obviously they've got the sideways seating, much like the 387s. No, hang on, not 387s, 378s, that's the one. So many Electro Stars. Well, that's a capital star, isn't it? I'd probably class it as an Electro Star. It's in the same family, isn't it? But yeah, it's got the longitudinal seating. Oh yeah, do we come in? Oh right, this is Barking. This must be that big station. So the East Coast is probably behind us at this point, isn't it? Look at that. I love how it just weaves round that. It's so cool. I don't think that my passion for the railway will ever waver. You know, there's so many like cool bits of track. I mean, look at this. This is very London, isn't it? It's a flying junction. We've got that line going down there and this line. This is sort of something I would love to make on Transport Fever, where there's just lines everywhere, and you know, I think that's brilliant. I really do. And even though I work on the railway currently, and sometimes you do go into work, sometimes you have a bad day at work, don't you? You know, everyone does. It's not that I hate my job. I love my job. But, you know, sometimes you do have a bad day. That can't be helped. I think anyone that says they never have a bad day at work is lying. But, yeah, you know, it's... I don't think my passion for the railways, no matter how many bad days I have at work, can ever sort of diminish. I love it. I really do love it. So this is Barking. Now, Barking is on the District Line? Maybe? You can see the London Underground. Don't know what we're happening there. London Underground line's on the left-hand side there. Go on, Barking is on the District Line. I know it's on the District Line. People are going to be in the comments there going, no, of course it's not. It's on the Central Line, you imbecile. But I'm absolutely adamant it's on the District Line. Do you know what? I shall get my iTelephone and I shall have a look at it on Google. District London Underground. We'll start with that. London Underground map. I love how the first thing that comes up is London Underground strikes in the suggested the suggested. Right, where are we? Up Minster Bridge. Oh, hang on, I can actually... Yes! Aha! I was right. It's the end of the Hammersmith and City line. And it is on the District line. Oh, I'm so pleased with myself. Look at that. Joe actually knows what he's on about. Turns out that the... yeah, between... Where was it now? Oh, off we go. Oh, hang on. No. No, stop. Just because the doors are shut. Yeah, the East Coast Main Line, we passed between Crouch Hill and Haringey Green Lanes. That was quite a while ago. That was probably in the first 10 minutes of the video. And I'm like, oh, yeah, the East Coast is probably right in front of us. Yeah, it goes to show how well I know London, doesn't it? The East Coast Main Line was probably... I said that that's the West Coast. That is the East Coast, of course it is. It's that Finsbury Park about there, maybe? That's where it all splits off. I would imagine, although it's probably not even that, is it? My knowledge of London is atrocious. My apologies to all my southern viewers there. Do you know? So obviously this is where it used to terminate, whereas now we've got this lovely little extension down to the riverside. I hope you can actually see the river, that might be quite nice. Obviously this is the River Thames. Oh wow, 60 miles an hour, look at that, that is the fastest that we're going to be travelling in today's video. Wow! Hold on to your hats, everybody. Can we have a nice, wow. Oh, and it even gets the, that. Did we get, I don't think at either point there, I got the front end in, like, as being orange. I don't think I did it then either. I'm gonna, yeah, and you see, oh yeah, I did, I can see in the corner there. Lovely. Look at that, we're missing all the route. Oh, so is that instead of a feather then, we're going across to the right? I wonder where these other lines go. I mean, this does look like it's not just been built, does it? You know, it looks like it's been here a while. Maybe some sort of freight yard, I don't know. Right, well, from this signal, we'll have a bit of, there we go, bit of braking for the 50, and of course the 40 coming up. It was good while it lasted. Oh, it looks like we're going up in the air. Fantastic. Another sort of flyover. Oh, it's got the concrete. Yeah, it's not proper sleepers, is it, on this? This is interesting. There we go, a bit of a... Oh, wow. Look at this! It amazes me. It never ceases to amaze me how... like, this just happens in London. You just can't imagine this happening up north. And for those of you saying, oh, well, they put the Odsal cord in at Manchester Piccadilly, that does not count. The sort of... And this is not even big for London, is it? This massive flyover around here with an electrified line on it. It's just not big for London at all. This is just a bridge. We've got hundreds of them. You know, and you just... Oh, hang on. Get up. I didn't mean to press that. I meant to press D. Imbecile. That is just so impressive, isn't it? Like, I mean, this area of London looks quite run down. I don't know, maybe it's beautiful, but you know, just sort of looking around here, it looks like there's quite a lot of wasteland. These look like new apartment buildings that have sort of been rejuvenated. Oh, hang on, we're coming in now, aren't we? Good lord, right. But yeah, I think this railway line will really help with the rejuvenation of the area. It's quite an industrial area, isn't it? And obviously the industry, a lot of that's gone, so they're wanting to sort of do... It's like the Docklands rejuvenation. Look at that. Right, well, that is where we're going to end it for today, people. I do hope you've enjoyed that. The full new line, £24.99 if you want to go and buy it. There is a link in the description. Do you know what? I don't really like Train Sim World compared to Train Sim Classic, but this is a thoroughly enjoyable drive. It really, really is. I can see me doing a bit more on this, to be honest with you. Maybe not necessarily on YouTube, or maybe we will, who knows? Maybe we'll play through some of the scenarios. But yeah, Yeah, I'm perfectly pleased with that. Really, really good. And value for money wise, $24.99. That's a decent route. Oh, hang on, what's happened? AWS has forced a penalty break. No, it hasn't. It hasn't beeped. Oh well. Are we on the platform at the back there? Yeah. Do make sure that you click the like button, please, if you have enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more on Train Simulator in general, I do recommend that you click that subscribe button. I am now stuck in the ceiling and cannot. I was hoping for a lovely little explore around the station there. How about there? Nope, still stuck in the station. Yeah, make sure you subscribe so that you never miss out on any future Train Sim World episodes. And what is this camera doing? Yeah, apart from that, thanks so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you all next time. Cheerio! I've got a right headache now. Goodbye for now.